The deadly runway collision at LaGuardia Airport, an Air Canada jet colliding with a fire truck crossing the runway while landing. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is on his way to the scene as the NTSB investigates. And welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Dana Perino.
Wow, morning to you. I'm Bill Hemmer. Good morning again. Second hour begins now, and here's what we know. Both pilots in New York were killed in that collision. It happened just seconds after touchdown around midnight last night. There were dozens of passengers on board taken to the hospital. The very busy New York City airport is still closed as of this hour, adding to the widespread travel disruptions caused by the partial government shutdown. This, however tragic, I should say, notwithstanding, the issues at the airport for hundreds of thousands of travelers continues to grind on. Dana.
And the workers, of course, having to deal with that. And harrowing new audio appears to show an air traffic controller giving the fire truck clearance just moments before the crash. Listen.
Frontier 4195 to stop there, please. Stop, truck one, stop. Stop, truck one, stop. Stop, truck one, stop. Del 2603, go around, runway heading 2000. Jet 646. Jet 646, I see you collide with vehicle in hold position. I know you can't move.
CB Cotton live on the scene with these developing details. Hi, CB.
Dana, good morning. Yes, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy will join NTSB investigators as the work continues to figure out how this happened. If you take a look here, you can see the Air Canada plane is still on the runway, badly damaged. In audio from moments after the crash, you can also hear what appears to be that air traffic controller saying he made a mistake.
That wasn't good to watch. Yeah, I know I was here. I tried to reach out to my staff, and we were dealing with an emergency earlier. I messed up. No, man, you did the best you could.
So, as you mentioned, two pilots were tragically killed after the violent collision between the Air Canada plane and a Port Authority fire truck. After the crash, the nose of the aircraft was completely sheared off, and you could see cables and debris hanging from the mangled cockpit. Just feet away, the damaged fire truck lying on its side. Officials say the flight from Montreal was landing at around 11:30 Sunday night when it collided into a fire truck that was responding to another issue. We're told dozens of people were hospitalized and many have since been released, but the Port Authority says serious injuries remain. The two people in the fire truck, thankfully, are expected to be okay. Our Fox weather team has told us there was light rain, fog, and mist at the time of the crash, but nothing else. Aviation experts tell Fox the runways at LaGuardia Airport are difficult to route.
It's incredibly difficult. We have, ground control, air traffic control, two different frequencies. And LaGuardia is literally like a maze. I mean, it's almost like the New York City streets, very, very complex. And LaGuardia is on a very small parcel of property with intersecting runways. I've talked about LaGuardia before. It's a very dangerous airport because of the short runways and, all the different taxiways.
There are no flights in or out of LaGuardia today until at least 2 p.m. Eastern, but it could be even later than that if the NTSB needs to finish its investigation. Dana.
Thank you, CB. We appreciate it.
So more on this with former FAA spokesman Scott Brenner. And Scott, welcome to our coverage. That guest said that LaGuardia is dangerous. I would say it's difficult and it's challenging. Dangerous, I would not put that in that category. What do you see happening here, Scott, last night at midnight?
No, yeah, I would agree, Bill. It's a safe airport and has been a safe airport for a long time. And the FAA has put some limitations on that airport where they limit the number of takeoffs and landings. It's like 71 per hour. So it's a very constricted airport, but there is stuff going on. There is lots of traffic going on. And anytime I see one of these crashes, right, it's a series of events that led to this, right? So United Flight declares an emergency because some of the flight attendants aren't feeling well. They roll the fire truck, and this is what happens. But then you also see the development of technology. I mean, this is a long-standing problem, the intersection of ground equipment and aircraft. And the FAA, probably 20 years ago, developed a system called Airport Service Detection Equipment, ASDX. And we've got it deployed at about 35 airports right now nationally. It's a great technology, and it alerts controllers about potential conflicts. And I'm assuming that this controller or everybody in that tower was seeing an alert going off as this fire truck was going across that active runway and you had that Jazz Air coming in. So it's all very frustrating to see that we had the technology and now we just have to figure out why it happened.
And you mentioned this ASDEX surface detention tech. We have a graphic there for everybody to see where that takes place. One thing for you, you are a spokesperson, and I think that when you have on audio an air traffic controller saying, "I messed up," I mean, I don't know how much more in the investigation needs to take place. He said he messed up. Scott.
Yeah, so it is hard. I mean, again, as we see with these crashes again, early indicators are always usually wrong, so we'll see what happens. But he did clear that fire truck to go across an active runway knowing that aircraft was coming in. And I don't know if there was an assumption made that he could get across it quick enough, or if he did that fire truck hold short before he went across the runway and asked for permission. So we've got a lot to see. But I believe controllers, anytime there's a crash, everybody feels somewhat responsible for it. What could I have done differently to have prevented that happening?
Scott, I wonder if the time of day mattered here. It's midnight. Passengers have had a long day. Crews had a long day. The pilots. Many of these airports at midnight, you can just cruise right across the tarmac.
Yeah.
But this one proved deadly. Scott, thanks for coming on.
Thanks,
Scott
guys.
Brenner, thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.